right, Trevor Lawrence becomes the highest paid player in the National Football League, and a lot of the brothers got questions. Um, Personally, I like Trevor Lawrence. Last year was a down year for him, but it was injury riddled for him last year. But I really like the talent, but really, a lot of people say he ain't lived up to the hype, and I don't think any quarterback from that class has really lived up to the hype. Him, Fields, the kid Trey Lance, Zach Wilson. I don't think any quarterback from that draft lived up from the hype. So that was what, the 2020 NFL draft. It might not have been a 2020 draft. Damn, it might be a little bit longer than that. Let's see. Hold on. So yeah, that was the Joe Burrow draft. So did they get drafted after Joe Burrow? Before? It was the next draft after. So you had let's see if we can get all the quarterbacks in that draft there. I'll put it on the screen for you guys to see. I want to see all the quarterbacks in that draft. So give me a second. Check out the NFL playlist. Yeah, we got one of them. Check that out. Check out all the playlists. I guarantee you something you're going to really like in the playlist. Check out the Patreon as well, too. So we had Sam Ellinger in that draft, Ian Book. I know these guys were in Texas, Notre Dame, Davis Mills, the NC State. No, my bad. Stanford. Kellen Mond, he flaked. I liked him a lot. Texas A&M, Kyle Trask, Florida. Mac Jones, Alabama, had a high start, fell off. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They not on me. Justin Fields kind of got a raw deal in Chicago. Trey Lance, they talking about him returning kicks in Pittsburgh now. Trey Lance didn't do much. Zach Wilson didn't do much at all. Might be a QB number one in Denver though. And Trevor Lawrence. So yeah, I think Trevor Lawrence is still the most successful quarterback in that draft class. But he becomes the highest paid quarterback, even though I rank Jared Goff over him. I'm a Lion fan. Check out my Lion channel, Motor City Sports Talk. Lions, Pistons, stuff around Detroit. If you didn't know, I'm from Detroit, born and raised. Yeah, I mean. So, what up, though? But hey, a lot of the brothers said, well, he didn't have to beg. I ain't too proud to beg. He didn't have to beg like Lamar. And that's the first thing they're gonna point out. He got the third most guaranteed money at signing with $142 million. On top of that, he got the most guaranteed money in the league, where Lamar wanted $200 million. He didn't have to beg for it. Ain't too proud to beg. You know what I'm saying? He had to beg for shit. So he got the most annual money tied with Joe Burrow at $55 million a year. And a lot of brothers like, well, he didn't have to beg. We already know. We already know what it is. We know exactly what it is, man. And I mean, shit. And it is what it is. And Lamar had to beg for his money. They didn't want to give him his money. Lamar was a one-time MVP at the time. He was a one-time MVP at the time. So, but and this guy ain't achieved nothing. I don't even think he got one playoff win, and they came back from like 30 points against the Chargers. So a lot of brothers like, well, he didn't have to beg for no money, but Lamar had to beg for money. Lamar had to beg for money, and this guy didn't have to beg for nothing. They gave him a contract that he didn't deserve. And like I said, I'm a fan, but I agree. He ain't even a top 10 quarterback based off what he did last year. And, they gave him all this money, and Lamar literally had to sit out, pout, complain, cry to get less money. Jared Goff, I think, might have got more money than Lamar, too. And this dude is now a 2-time MVP. And before y'all say, well, he didn't get to the Super. None of them brothers won a Super Bowl. They got, Goff got there, Burrow got there. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't win it. So, at the end of the day, we see what it is, man. Until black people take a stand, and I always like to use this line. That's, I forget the name of it. Was the Irishman or Jack Nicklaus speaking in the beginning? He said, the only problem I got with black people, and I don't even think he used black people as a word, is that they just beg too much. They should just take what's theirs. And that's pretty much the indoctrination of making us soft with Christianity and all the things they poison our European minds. They poison our minds with European ideology and Greek mythology when back in slavery, and that still affects us to this day. But hey, that's a different conversation for a different day. But I think Trevor Lawrence, he got the talent to live up to this contract. I definitely think he do. I was a fan going all the way back to I was a fan all the way going back to his time, his time at Clemson. But when you got Lamar who had to beg for money and they didn't want to give Lamar no money, I mean, people gonna bring this up. So, and a lot of people say he didn't deserve it. And at this point, based on what he did, he didn't deserve it. A lot of contractors about where they believe your potential gonna be at in years to come. It's about you know map. It's about predicting or predicting where you gonna be at in 2 or 3 years. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. So it says Jacksonville Jaguar paying up to keep Trevor Lawrence around the team. Richard Frank a deal with his franchise quarterback, 5 year, 275 million extension on Thursday, according to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. The deals reportedly contains 200 million guaranteed, 142 fully guaranteed. I don't know what's the difference. I think fully guaranteed at signing. Uh, so so I think it's 142 guaranteed at signing, if my memory serves me correctly. Um, it says that 55 million average annual value ties Cincinnati star Joe Burrow is the highest paid NFL quarterback there for a match the highest mark in NFL history. They're only the only members of the $50 million club is Jared Goff, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. Lawrence deal surpassed the total guarantee and fully guaranteed money of only Burrow and Deshaun Watson. Um, he said his deal is surpassed in total guarantee and fully guaranteed money. So Burrow and Deshaun Watson got fully guaranteed and total guaranteed. So but a lot of people say 21 touchdowns, 14 interceptions last year, 40,000 yards, just under 66% completion, 88.5 quarterback rating. So uh, so at the end of the day. He the only quarterback in the 2021 draft to get paid, but a lot of people don't feel like he deserved it. But like I said, a lot of times it's about projecting where he's going to be. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the NFL Talk playlist. Check out the Patreon. Just hit the link tree. You can find Patreon, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon Music, Kick, Twitch, X, Facebook, Instagram, and a bunch of hosts of other platforms that we on. I appreciate the love and support. Peace.